Hi, Lynette. Nice to meet you.
Okay, so I guess we'll get started. How does it feel to be a part of such an iconic show?
I honestly can't believe it. Every time I see something, a bit of, I don't watch a lot of TV just because life is so busy that it's hard to sit down and watch something. But every once in a while, I'll see something on YouTube, or I'll actually get to see an episode, and I'll have to sit back and be like, "Oh yeah, you did that." It, and you're in the house, you're playing with Blue. It's been such a dream. It's a dream job for me to be able to sing and dance and be silly and teach kindness and curiosity in such an iconic show, a show that I watched with my little sister and that my friends have watched with their siblings or they themselves have watched. So it's a really one of those moments where I'm constantly pinching myself because I never in a million years did I think that I would be doing this job in this role in such an amazing show.
Aw, so that's amazing. I can imagine. Besides incorporating sign language, which I think is pretty awesome, what other new things can your audience expect from the show?
Well, it's really funny because our show, when it first premiered in 1996, I don't want to say how many years ago it is at this
Yeah,
point.
please don't.
Well, once upon a time,
Yeah.
uh, the show started because our creator Angela Santamera recognized that there was a need for research-based television, children's television. So she has an early childhood developmental research background, and what she did was her and Dr. Alice Cooper, this research team took apart what kids need to learn and how they learn and the best way that kids learn. And they created this show. And fast forward 20 some odd years later, the reason we're coming back is because while we do have episodes and episodes of the original show, there's almost 20 plus years of new information, updated information, that we thought that it was the best time right now more than ever, especially because the kids that were watching our show now have kids of their own and can
Yes.
co-view episodes and share a piece of their childhood as well as help their kids learn something new and get them prepared for preschool. So we're bringing back old friends. We're bringing back Magenta. We have the handy dandy notebook, but it's also a smartphone. So we're
Nice.
bringing it into the 21st century, and Blue is now CGI and so fluffy and animated, and our animators are so good because there's so much nuance in her face that she's sassy and funny. It's just the best combination.
So can you share one fun fact about the show that maybe your audience does not know?
Okay. Okay. Oh, well, here's a great little fact. I have my dog on set. His name is Ollie. He's a little Maltese mini poodle. Very, very smart. It wasn't until we started recording the show that I realized that I had been playing Blues Clues ever since ever since he came into our lives, because he doesn't speak. So we have to figure out the clues. Like, what do you want? Are you hungry? Do you need to go out? So he's on set with me every day. And if there is any sort of prop handoff, like I get a handy dandy notebook or I get the guitar, he's usually sitting in the lap, sleeping rather, in the lap of our prop master, Sam, when all of these things happen. So if you're looking into the if I'm looking into the screen, Ollie is right about here, right underneath the camera most of the time. So there are multiple dogs on set when Blue and Magenta are on screen.
Oh, that's really cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
So what about one fun fact about yourself?
Yeah. Ooh, one fun fact about myself. I am vegan. I've been vegan for almost 5 years, but that hasn't stopped me from enjoying pizza, because pizza and ice cream are probably one of my favorite.
Nice.
The food pyramid, pizza and ice cream. No, they're not at the top. They're
That's
junk
like
food.
glazed donuts for me. I get it. I get it. So how does doing the show compare with your experiences on Broadway?
Um, it's really kind of a mix of both worlds. Once I figured out how to adjust my performance for the screen, really the only difference is the silence. When we're performing on stage, when I was in Aladdin, we had the audience right there with us. They're the character, and they're very vocal. They laugh, they cheer, and so we know the tempo of the show. Like, oh, great, these jokes are landing. Once you get to set, it has to be quiet so that they can record clean audio, or else we have to redo it. So when we first started filming, I would do a joke, we'd end a take, and I would just be beside myself because I would be like, was that funny?
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah,
assume it was funny.
hilarious.
I'll assume it was funny. I'm sure you have a great writing crew there. So
Absolutely.
what are you hoping kids take away from watching the show?
You know, that's a great question. I hope that kids, after watching our show, can take away an energized sense of curiosity, and that it's fun to learn about things and to stay curious and to be kind to the people around them. Because if they follow their curiosity and are kind to the people around them, you know, good things will start to unfold, and they'll start to learn, and this world will start to get bigger and bigger and more interesting and colorful, and who knows what possibilities could end up on the other side. That way we can always have an open mind and are open to learning and are open to each other.
Great. Last question, because I know that we're running out of time here. What was the audition process like for you?
Oh my gosh. I went in for an audition, and a month went by and I didn't hear back from my first audition. So I figured, oh, okay, you know, another one bites the dust, life of an actor. But then a month later, my agent sent me an email, and he says, oh, so I guess this is still happening. You have a callback a month later.
Nice.
Go in and things go well, and I get another call back, and both my agents, they send me this video, and they're like, oh yeah, casting sent this along also, just so you know, prepare for your callback. And it's a video that Nickelodeon put out, the search for the next host of Blue's Clues. And that's when I found out that it took a month to get a callback because they had auditioned over 3,000 people for this job. And I was like, oh, great. So that thing means that things are going well. We're in a good place. But then I thought to myself, they auditioned over 3,000 people. Why me?
Why not you?
But that's exactly it. Why not you? For the amount of things that could go wrong, the equal amount of things could go amazingly right. So just because you're nervous and just because you're scared, that's no reason to follow something that you love.
Oh, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Lynette. Take care.
You too.